estate. Once again, we are still here at Fakin Properties and with one of the head of sales at Fakin company, who is going to tell us about the company and the projects and what they do. We're also looking at Fakin as one of the companies that is providing affordable housing in very strategic locations. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, Mrs. Joanne. Please tell us about yourself.
Thank you, Catherine. Well, my name is Joanita Muema Chimera, a sales executive at Fakin Properties. At Fakin, we are developers of affordable housing, and we have done quite a number of projects in Nigeria, Kungu, Nalia, Namugongo, along Chaliwajala Road, Chira Kasangati Road, Chiwatule, among others. We developed 2, 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms, very spacious units with unique concepts like a Jack and Jill, all bedrooms self-contained, among others.
What's Jack and Jill in a house?
A Jack and Jill bathroom is it's a common bathroom having 2 doors where visitors can easily access without entering the kids' bedroom, and also the kids have easy access to the bathroom without them moving outside the bedroom.
Well, that is good to know. How much would an apartment go for right here at Orchard project?
Well, where we are standing right now is Orchard Rise, a project by Fakin Properties, located in Kungu, just next to Vine International Christian Academy, with just 9 kilometers away from the city center. Now, here we have 3 bedrooms, that is 2 major sleeping rooms plus a maid's room, seated on 94 square meters, which we sold because apparently they are sold out. We
sold out?
Yes, we sold it at 168 million. Then the 4 bedrooms, which is 3 major sleeping rooms plus
at how much?
168 million.
Uganda shillings?
Ugandan shillings.
Wow.
Yes.
As you all know, right here in Kungu, you can't get a house, a 3-bedroom house.
Exactly.
At even 250. So that was really, really affordable.
Thank you for appreciating.
Please go on.
And the 4 bedrooms here, which is 3 major sleeping rooms plus a dedicated servants' quarter, seated on 124 square meters, all bedrooms self-contained. We sold it at 198 million. Can you imagine?
I can't.
And then we also have 5 bedrooms for the bigger families, 4 major sleeping rooms plus a maid's room, seated on 151 square meters. Yeah, and we sold it at 258 million.
The problem is you're coming late. So how does one get an apartment in any of your projects?
Well, at Fakin, we sell off plan. Like currently, we have an ongoing project which we have just launched called Daisy Portico, located along Chiraka Sangat Road, just next to Toto on Buwate Road. So here we have 3 bedrooms going for 228 million.
Why? Because here a 4-5 bedroom was almost at that amount.
Yes, by the time we launched this project where we are right now, in 2020, the value was different from what is happening at the moment.
Okay.
The costs of construction have gone up. That's why you're seeing that also the prices are going up. But also to just let you know that along Chiraka Sangat Road, the road is under construction. It's going to be a mega 4-lane road. So when such facilities come through, you expect the price of property to go up. That's why you're seeing a slight increase in the pricing.
But you're moving ahead of the road. You're moving ahead
We are
of the
just
road.
a few meters away from the road, about 200 meters away from the road, with good facilities. Now the road coming up next to schools like Green Hill Academy, so many schools around here, good hospitals, so you can't go wrong. So there, like I mentioned, the 3 bedrooms, which is 2 major sleeping rooms plus 1, all bedrooms self-contained, we are maintaining that, going for 228 million. And then the 4 bedrooms, which is 3 plus 1, all self-contained, going for 268 million.
Isn't that on the high end?
No, Catherine, it's not. And you know the beauty is you don't need to pay at once. No, we have a flexible payment plan. You book with 5 million, keep on paying in installments as construction is going on for a period of 3 years. Interest-free.
Wow. Wow, I'm still recovering. You know, I'd just gotten excited about this project, and then now the prices are going way beyond what I thought of. But you talked of the road as being your major factor for increasing prices. I saw what happened to people along the Munyonyo Expressway.
Okay.
When land in those areas, the value just shot up, only to be cut off by the road, because people thought they would have access to the expressway, but then they were cut out. And now
I think the
struggling
measurements
to
have already
sell.
been made. It's not that it's in plan.
Yeah.
They're already working on it, and we are safe. Where we are already safe.
You have an exit.
Exactly.
Okay.
And also the other thing is there's increase in the square meters. You know, in real estate, every square meter counts.
Okay.
Yes.
How big is it? How big is your
The three-bedroom there is seated on 106 square meters, unlike here, which is 94. So there is already an increase.
What else is different about that project?
Well, the plan is a bit different from what we have here. There is a slight change in the planning, then also bigger recreation ground where we shall have an outdoor gym area. We also have a swimming pool, which is also outside. We have, how is it called? There are reading spaces. Okay. There are islands. So there is a bit of difference, a lot of green space, unlike here where we are standing right now.
How many apartments are on this block?
Well, in this Kungu project, Orchid Rise, we had 62 apartments and 4 shops.
Oh, have they started operation?
The shops have not yet been, the operation has not yet started.
Have they been bought?
Yes.
Oh.
However, we might have a 1 or 2. Not sure. Okay. Then we've just started handing over these units, so the clients are excited about what we are giving them, the quality of the work as you're going to see, so they are really excited.
What amenities? I see a swimming pool, but what other amenities?
Well, we have a swimming pool and a gym.
Only?
Yes, and a kids play area. Okay. Will be just right here where you're seeing.
Yes, Joan, I was getting excited about this project. I'm particularly, what caught my attention was the price. You know, we want to give as many people a chance to own and live in a house that is decent with good neighbors as possible. How have you contributed towards affordability of housing? Can the price get any lower?
Thank you, Kathy. Unfortunately, no. The price will not get any lower. Like, property increases in value. Every day that passes by, the value is increasing. Today you will find land, let's say, at 100 million. If you don't have it, someone will buy it and they will sell it to you the next day at a different price. So there is always increase in value of property. So for example, this where we are right now, that we sold at 168, we launched it in 2020. We have about 3 years down the road. You can't expect the price to be the same. After COVID, the construction materials cost went as up at 30% increase. So you do not expect the prices to be the same. The cost of living has gone up. We are trying as much as possible to provide affordable housing, but also the situations around us may not be.
Maybe because you're in the city. How about we try moving out of the city suburbs?
Well, we in the
give
city,
this same quality to people outside the city suburb.
Yes, that's where we are headed. However, the reason we're in the city, not even in the city, about 9 kilometers, 10 away from the city center, is that everyone wants to stay near the city center, where the facilities are just a stone away, and not everyone can afford. Imagine you can't afford to buy an acre of land here in Kungu. But if a developer came and they bought that acre and put up, let's say, the 60 units, people can then be able to afford. That's where the 168 comes in play.
So if government was to give you land,
yes,
and maybe you enter into a partnership, or probably some, let's say some well-wisher was to give you land and you enter into a partnership, to be able to provide affordable housing to those that can't afford, would that be possible? And then what price would it be for a 3-bedroom apartment? Because that's the least I think a family can take.
At the moment, we don't have that kind of arrangement for partnerships.
I'm just saying,
maybe in the near future, yes.
In case that option
it is something we can consider, because we are passionate about providing a housing.
Would it bring down the price?
Yes, definitely. If someone has given us the land for free, let's see.
It's not free.
Okay, maybe if they're offering it at a way cheap price, it is something we can consider.
Yes, looking at this orchard, is it orchard?
Orchid rice.
Orchid rice,
Yes.
I'm trying to get used to the name. What impact has it had on the community?
Well, many people have come up, they have bought houses here, and many people, like just next to us, we have an international school, and many people wanted to have their kids right at that school, but not everyone would afford to stay around this place. So many people have actually shifted here. They have bought apartments here just because their kids are going to Vine International. And then also we are increasing on the housing, we are bridging the gap, the housing deficit that we have. So many people are able to get housing around here.
Wow. We are going to take a quick break and we will be right back with Fakrudin Projects. I'm sure you have questions that you would love for us.
To our 4-bedroom apartment. Here we have 4 rooms with 3 major sleeping rooms, all of them self-contained. And in this apartment, we have a dedicated servants' quarter, which is also self-contained. There is a living room with a balcony, a kitchen with a balcony, and on the kitchen balcony, you have a space for your washing machine. All the bedrooms are self-contained, the kids' bedroom, the master bedroom. So you have all the space to yourself and all the privacy that you need. As I promised, this is our master bedroom, very big enough to accommodate a 6x6 bed with a coffee space. And the beauty is the master bedroom is self-contained. We have bigger windows for good aeration, so you do not have to worry about that.
Welcome back from that very brief break. We are still here with Joanita. Joanita, after someone buys an apartment, what happens?
Well,
take us through that whole process. I have booked. Okay. Then what?
Okay, like I mentioned earlier, we sell off plan, even before we have done any construction.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was quite very hard for us. The concept had not yet gotten, yes, in the minds of us Ugandans. But as time went on, they started adopting to this system of condominiums. So when you book, so what's the first thing that we do? When we give you a call, we explain to you what we have. We can invite you to office to have a full presentation. We do the site visit. You have a look at the site. Bare land in most cases for the people who book in the initial stages. So after that, someone will say, I'm interested, what next? So I'll show you that here we are going to have block A, block B, block C, and all that with units, 3 bedroom, 4 bedrooms. Which floor would you want? Because by the time we do this, we have all the approvals from the council. So we know where each block is going to be placed and all the condominium units. Yes. So when you book, we give you a period. Like I mentioned, the next project, the current one, is you book with 5 million and keep on paying in installments. So once your installment payments are done, in most cases, the time frame we have given is the time frame we're going to take while doing the construction. Once we are done, in most cases, the titles, which are condominium mile ownership titles, they are ready. When you're done with your payments...
They are Milo, not lease?
Yes, they are Milo.
Okay.
So you own it for lifetime. So we shall give you your condominium mile ownership title to show that you're the owner of this particular unit.
Wow. You know, that's a question most people have of what type of title will I be getting?
Yes.
How did you pull off the Milo? Is it because the mother title is a Milo title? Or,
yes, yes.
Or did you convert it?
No, the titles, usually we are buying lands that are Milo. So meaning the mother title is Milo and the different units are going to be divided. The condominium units are going to be divided. So let's say this is the mother title and we have 72 units here. Everyone will get a condominium mile ownership title. And then in that case, the mother title will become void.
Okay.
Yes.
What happens after I've completed my payment?
So if you've
probably
completed
the structure is at this level.
If the construction is done, everything is done, we've handed you the title, now we go on to a next stage of handing over. We shall invite you. We shall give you your unit, we give you the keys, we welcome you very well to your apartment, we congratulate you. And then once 50% of the owners have settled in, they will be able to set up a condominium society. Because under the laws of condominiums, a developer is not supposed to manage. So when you set up that condominium society, you choose a committee or you hire a company to actually do the management. And then their condominium fees. This is another question that usually comes up. Who takes care of the swimming pool? Who takes care of the security in such an environment? So you pay a condominium fees. Let's say 100,000 per house, per unit. So that fee caters for security, garbage collection, cleaning of common areas. Now, if you have amenities, that same amount is the one that can cater for that.
Wow. What challenges have you faced in running this project?
Like I mentioned, when I joined Fakin in 2016, it was very hard for us to sell condominiums because the concept was a bit new in the country. So people were like, how can I buy an apartment
in space?
Me, I want, and you know Ugandans, me, I want my land,
compound,
my compound and all that. So it was quite hard for us, but we did a lot of sensitization. Kathy, I can tell you, we used to move like office to office looking for customers, explaining to them. We never missed any exhibitions. Exhibitions organized by the different key areas. Yes, we always attended, we gave presentations in the bank, so we were all over the place. I don't know, I don't even know how I can tell you, but it was quite hard. But after that time, when we did the vigorous marketing, when we did the vigorous sensitization, people started picking up slowly.
How long did it take you to sell your first project?
Personally,
compared to the ones that have come after?
Personally, it took even the entire company, let me be open, the entire company, almost a whole year without a sale. We had one project running. We made as many site visits, but the closing was quite hard. But once the doors opened like this, that was it. We have never looked back.
Did the closing happen after construction or before?
Midway the construction, yes.
Yeah, because Ugandans have trust issues.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Yeah, yes. But I've seen more apartments coming up. Also, the idea of apartments back then was not a common idea. Many Ugandans wanted standalones, at most, at least an estate with small bungalows or villas but now we have embraced apartments.
Yes, and they are secure.
Yes, you were talking about the challenges you faced when you were starting. Before that, you had mentioned about handing over to the condominium society. Does Fakin pull out completely from the project, or do you stay in the project? Because where I have seen the developer pull out completely, maintenance has been an issue.
Yes. We have to pull out under the laws because we cannot manage. Developers are not allowed to manage. However, we are a point of reference. They can always get back to us here and there. If things are failing, the doors are open.
But how do you make sure that your project that you left looking this rosy and nice stays that way for your name's sake? Because
also the other thing is, until all condominium titles are out, a project is never fully sold. And sometimes you have cases where 1 or 2 people have not actually picked their condominium. So during that time, we are still with the project. And then we give a defects liability period that, let's say 1 year, 2 years, we are still around. We are still, if there are any issues coming up, we are here to do that. Have you faced that challenge where some of the projects you finished probably and handed over are not being well maintained? No, not really. But we've had a few issues here and there, a few defects, and then we have worked on them. Okay. Yes. What other challenges have you faced? Well, the other challenge that we have faced is, what could it be? Basically, in the beginning, it was selling. It was very hard for us to sell. And now also the other challenges in the collections. You know, since we give people this time frame to keep on doing the payments, some people will disappear midway, then come back. So it's also a challenge to the company. And then also, like I told you, if we're giving you 3 years, we also want by that time to move out of the project. But then there are people who are still stretching. Like
what do you do when one fails completely to
when one fails
complete
to complete payments, and we have tried everything, we have given them to the bank to do the financing, and we have failed, we usually we take back our unit, we refund the money, but we deduct.
How much?
Like 20%. We have a chronological order where if you move out after 3 months into construction, there is 0 deduction. If it is after a given month, there is 5% deduction. So something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you faced that challenge?
Yes, we have, but we have managed.
Okay.
Yes.
Does it make it cheaper if I buy the apartment off plan than when I come in at this stage?
Yes. The reason is not everyone can afford to pay at once. Let's say 200 million. I get it and bring it in a go. Not everyone can do that. You get. So the reason we do off plan is to give people ample time. Any person out there to be able, like, I'm booking with 5 million. Then when I get 10 million, I bring. When I get 2 million, I bring. You pay slowly, slowly. So that's why we do off plan. If we were selling after construction, it would be very hard for Ugandans, for anybody out there to be able to do what? To buy, because
would the price be different? Like,
yes,
are there projects that have been sold after construction?
No, but if you come when construction is done, the prices are not what we sold at.
What's the difference?
Because, for example, where we are right now, like I mentioned to you, we sold at 168. That is 2020. 3 years down the road, there is an increment of 30 million to each price. So the people here, even if they decided to sell now without adding anything, any furniture, any what, they're already seated on a profit of 30 million. You get, yes. So that's why it is cheaper. Each time you hear Fakin has launched, just run, because they are groundbreaking offers. You get. So once we are 2 years way into construction, or even a year, the prices usually go up.
Wow. If I bought an apartment but then changed my mind after it's constructed and had completed payment, do you help me like sell?
Yeah, we always have people on the waiting list. We have people who are saying, now like here where we are right now, we have people coming in. Now that they're seeing it's ready, they think we have availability. Yet the people here bought 3 years ago. You get. So in case anyone has a unit here to sell, we always have customers around.
Wow.
Yes.
Anything else you want to tell us?
Well, condominiums is the way to go. All the developed countries that we are looking at, that we admire, this is what they are doing. They are staying in condominiums. Right now, look at the spaces in Intinda, Kololo, Naguru, where we had bungalows. Most of them have been broken down, and they have put up condominiums. So this is the way to go. Anybody out there who would like to buy an apartment, a condominium apartment, please, you're going to make the right decision.
Thank you. And anyway, many of us, I've seen people from Dubai and offshore properties also coming to market here in Uganda. And in these kind of places, you only buy off the plan still. If you come in after, the price is way, way high. So thank you so much, Joanita. It's been a pleasure having you. And please run and get yourself a condominium. Even when you have your own house, it's good for investment. I'm sure many of the people that bought from your projects are now renting out and reaping that profit. So you never make a mistake with real estate. From Catherine Nantes, your host, and Joanita. See you next time.